This camera strap right here is, without a doubt, one of the very best and well-made and beautifully designed camera straps I have ever used. And it is a great honor and privilege and excitement to announce that these leather short straps are now available to pre-order until the 18th of August. We have a dark green with gold detailing version and a standard, the staple all black focal point embossed logo version. I am really stoked to announce that we are now making camera straps, albeit a very exclusive limited run, only available until the 18th of August. So if you're watching this video within the first week, then head over to my website, check out the details, have a look at the straps. If you're interested and you want to support what's going on here, pre-order, that would be amazing. And if you're watching this video after the 18th of August, the straps are no longer available. However, you can still buy a very similar short strap that is made by the same people and the same materials that these focal point signature straps are made from. If you can't get a focal point specific short strap, then I want to talk about these straps more generally and where you can buy them. Let's also go into London and take some pictures, because I don't just want to sit here and talk about leather camera straps without us actually going out there and using them and having fun and enjoying the process of photography with such well-made products, if I do say so myself. So let's talk about it. Let's dive into the details and give you a little backstory and bring you up to speed to how all this happened and where we are today. So about a year ago, I posted online asking for some short strap recommendations. I've used rope straps, I've used wrist straps, I've used normal sized straps that go over your shoulder. And generally speaking, camera straps are kind of boring. They're just camera straps, so nothing really special or anything to write home about. But I was kind of looking for a strap that would complement setups like this, kind of lightweight, minimal, point and shoot, rangefinder, like street photography setups. Wrist straps are okay, but then you end up having a camera hanging from your wrist. And then if you take it off, like the Peak Design clip, if you take it off, then you have a loose camera, so it is what it is. And I think long straps, normal size camera straps, just get in the way a lot. It's too much for these kind of setups. So a short strap is a nice middle ground. It can be a wrist strap, it can go over your shoulder if you need it to. It can hang from your neck and just chill on your chest instead of it like bouncing around on your belly. Short straps seemed like an appropriate answer, kind of looked like the thing I was looking for, or seemed like the thing I was looking for. Anton messaged me on Instagram as a response to what I posted. Now, Anton has a brand called Studio JNA, and Studio JNA make short straps. Now, Anton's father specifically is a retired leather craftsman with decades of experience making high-end leather goods. Bespoke custom leather goods, that's his thing. Anton started Studio JNA off the back of it, I think. I don't think Anton will mind me saying. I think he just thought, my dad's got some skills here. I'm a photographer and I would like a short strap. So Dad, can you help me out and see what you can come up with? And I think Studio JNA was born out of Anton's father's skills and Anton's passion for well-made products, design, and photography gear. Now, Anton runs this brand in collaboration with Jelani out in New York. Jelani is another photographer. Now, he lives over on that part of the world. Anton lives in Germany, and I think they just run Studio JNA together and passionately share these short straps with the world. So this was how I was introduced to Studio JNA. Anton explained to me that his father makes leather goods like this. Do I want one of the straps? He would give it to me. As a gift, I thought, what have I got to lose? This is fantastic. Anton was in London maybe October, November last year. He brought me one of these straps. Now, essentially, it is exactly this strap here, the same leather. Some very small details have changed, and obviously the strap he gave me didn't have the focal point logo on it. It was his Studio JNA logo. I guess I can say right here that those straps are available if you want to buy. I will leave a link to Studio JNA's website because they have supported this process, and in fact, they've made these focal point straps themselves. Anton's father specifically made these by hand in Germany. So if you're interested in buying a camera strap that's not a focal point edition camera strap, then check out what Studio JNA have got going on. Where was I? I've kind of lost my flow. I used the strap that Anton gave me for 3 or 4 months, and it was beautiful. It was easily the nicest the nicest material. The leather specifically on these straps are so good. And Anton and I got chatting over the months, and he suggested we could collaborate on this and I could release some focal point signature edition exclusive straps with my audience. Now, if this is your first time watching me, that'd be weird if this was the first video that you came across. But I have a weekly email called The Focal Point. It's just a place where I share anything photography and creative, and I just brain dump ideas over on that email every week. If you want more from me behind behind the scenes, then check out the Focal Point email. Yeah, I love writing those emails every week. And Anton said, why don't you make Focal Point signature short straps? I thought this could be cool. Turn the Focal Point into more of a real brand, something that has substance and products behind it. It kind of all happened very naturally, and back and forth with Anton, we discussed details about these straps. So this black strap here has a single black brass rivet. It has black threads and a brass ring with my Focal Point embossed on it, on the all black leather. Now, I mean, all the details on our website, check out the links in the description to really look at the details of how these straps are made and what goes into it. But we went back and forth on the details. I had a few samples. I loved the standard Studio JNA strap that I'd been using for months. Maybe 2 months ago, we landed on 2 samples that I thought were perfect. This specific one is my favorite, the dark green and gold edition. You know, you've got forest green leather camera strap, which just feels, they age so well over time as well. Like they get softer and more, they patina, is that the word for leather that ages? Yeah, they patina very well. So this dark green and gold edition, we have gold foil FP logo, which just looks so sick. And then a gold rivet, brass rivet. We have green thread detailing. I think Anton's father polishes these silver brass rings so they look a little bit more rustic. They have a bit more character to them to match the rest of the vibe of the strap. So earlier I mentioned how camera straps are kind of boring and they're not that exciting, but this is so sick. Like if you love details like this and products like this and attention to detail, I'm so biased because I'm the one selling these straps to you, but I've never seen a camera strap this cool before. So yeah, I'm genuinely excited to be sharing these. And obviously the all black edition is just the staple. It's the go-to, right? If you just want an all black setup, then the all black camera strap is the one. Let's go and take some photographs. Let's go into London and finish this video with some actual street photography. It's actually been a few weeks since I've been into London to do some street photography. I've been taking pictures most days of like life and whatnot, but as far as dedicating a good 5, 6, 7, 8 hours of street photography, it's been a while. So I'm looking forward to getting some coffee. That's always the thing I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to getting coffee, and I'm looking forward to 30,000 steps minimum. Let's get that in the bag, and then anything else that comes up today is a bonus. So. At the time of recording, there is 8 days left on the pre-orders on the website. So we're just capturing some last minute coffee and camera content. So I've got some stuff to talk about on socials and post some Instagram stuff. JP's kindly...
I'm charging.
You're charging me in coffee? Yeah, that's fair. It is around 1:30 and I've spent all morning just catching up with JP. We casually walked around, didn't really shoot much, but then got some photographs of these straps and whatnot for social content for this week, for the last week of pre-orders. Now this is where the street photography begins. I'm in no rush. I'm gonna do as many laps of central London as I possibly can, try and get my step count to 30,000, potentially 40,000, and hopefully actually take some photographs now. Chill morning really, me and JP just had lots of coffee, and now let's actually get on with the photography. Not today, thank you. See you later. So for the most part today, I'm shooting on the M11 with the 28. 28 is definitely my favorite sort of setup right now. And I do have the MP in my bag, which has like 4 photographs left on a roll of film on that. So the only reason I brought 2 setups was because I needed to get photographs of the green strap, which is on my MP. So I just brought the black strap, black M11 setup, and the green strap on the silver MP. So I might try and shoot that or finish that roll off at some point today, but for the most part we're shooting on the M11. Kind of slow in town today, it's not that busy, so it feels like there's nothing particular happening, but sometimes those days work out to be the best type of days. So I'm just gonna walk around, get the steps in and see how we get on. So far kind of slow, but hopefully things pick up a little bit. Even if they don't, I'm sure I'm getting a little bit of a suntan as well, because it's pretty nice in the city today, so yeah. Definitely a slow one today. I'm about 20,000 steps in and it's about 3:30, something like that. And it's quiet. It's really hot, so I'm sweaty, but it's just generally quiet, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I just haven't really seen much. So pushing through to 30,000 steps shouldn't be too bad. I'll definitely do that, but maybe 40,000 steps is not on the cards today. But I've definitely caught the sun. Don't know if you can tell right now, but I'm gonna be red tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna wander through St. James's Park now. It's always a nice scenic route when the sun is out, so let's see what the park has to offer. Just took a photograph that could potentially be interesting to people sat on the bench, pulling the exact same expression, holding their faces. Seems like there's something in the air. It seems very radical, because it's such a beautiful day in London, but if you just saw that photograph on its own, you might think, what's going on? Why is everyone so tired? Don't know, could be something, or I could be completely overplaying it. We'll see when we get back.
Love your work, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Thanks. I am almost home, and not a bad day of photography. I think I saw a lot of potential moments, but I don't think I was able to portray that. Sometimes you see a lot of stuff, but you're not able to translate that into final images. So there's one or two things I'm hoping to see when I get back and look at my photographs, but I'm not confident I was able to get them how I'd hope. But we'll see. Sometimes it clicks, sometimes it doesn't click. London was cool. unfortunately, I don't think my photography was as cool today. And thank you so much for the support. This 3-week window where the straps have been available, the support has been incredible. So once again, I'm just incredibly grateful for all you guys watching the videos, and yeah, it really means a lot. So I'll see you guys soon. Peace.